I kind of want to watch trust fund kids versus minimum wage workers.
Generational wealth, you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Generational wealth, you know. No, I wouldn't know.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Manuela.
I'm Lee J.
Hi, I'm
I
Kishara.
literally wouldn't
I'm
know.
Kai.
What's the topic of the day?
Trust fund versus minimum wage.
Versus,
Oh, versus.
We're talking about what people don't want to talk about, money.
I have a trust fund.
Definitely don't have a trust fund, so I'm representing the lower wage people.
Bro, I will never forget finding out that a kid I went to Coachella with had a $30 million trust fund, and he still charged me for drugs. Not that I took them. I wouldn't do that unless they were fun. And then he lost them all the first night. We had 3 nights. And that motherfucker still charged me. Yes, I paid him because I am sometimes a weak bitch. I don't like to cause problems. When it comes to things like money, more often than not, I just pay up. Yeah, pay up Quan. Doesn't having a trust fund mean that you don't have access to the money? He accessed it fully the next year. He definitely was living off his trust fund still. He didn't have a job. He was living in Los Angeles as a DJ. Of course he was accessing his trust fund. I don't know. I don't have a trust fund. I don't know how it works.
Did you grow up with a trust fund?
I was born the last child of a wealthy, large family.
Yeah.
So yeah, kind of, yeah.
Okay, here's what I would like to know though. How much trust fund are we talking? Are we talking like 100 grand trust fund? We talking 10 million trust fund? You know what I mean?
Are you too nervous?
A little.
Yeah, a little bit.
You want to start out with a shot?
Sure.
Sure.
Because a trust fund can be any
How
amount.
much is in your bank account?
Probably $80.
Wow. I'd be freaking out. Sorry.
So
Wow.
That is what we call rich pity. Okay, that is what we call.
it's okay.
How much is in your bank account?
I want to say about $1,000.
$3,000.
That's not bad. I know a lot of people who are in the negative, so 3,000 is not like
Oh, I'm in the negative.
Oh.
I just pretend like I'm not.
student debt or
Yeah, and credit
all of
cards and
that.
stuff. Yeah.
Oh no, I am in the negative. I was just lying to your ass. So fucking awkward to be the trust fund person.
Daily life.
Kind of,
Yeah.
but I'm so used to it at this point. I have what I need.
Okay.
Okay, I cannot with the rich pity. I know she's not trying to do it, but she cannot help it. She's giving, wow, I'm aware you're very poor. Trying to empathize with somebody whose situation she could not possibly empathize with. I do have to say though, kudos to the trust fund babies for signing up for this video, because there's no way that you can't be seen as the worst of the two simply by having the trust fund.
How much money are you worth?
Honestly, I'm not completely sure. I'm gonna guess 750K to $1 million.
Okay.
just shy of
How do you like calculate that? 750 to a million? Like, okay, that, well, assets, yeah. I say that as someone who clearly doesn't have assets when I'm like, how do you even calculate that? That's on the lower end of what we would call a trust fund baby.
$1 million.
How did you come into it?
3 years ago when my grandfather passed is when I got the like actual trust.
It's actually insane that a lot of this comes down, it all just comes down to luck, right? Her grandpa died, her grandpa was rich, she got $1 million. The difference between the trust fund person and the not trust fund person is simply that they were just born and were financially lucky that way.
Coming into that money, do you think it affected your
It's all luck. I live paycheck to paycheck. When my parents die, I will be a millionaire. If you want to figure out how your parents can die sooner, just watch a Lifetime movie or two. I'm just kidding. That was a bad joke. I'm sure your parents are lovely. Don't do that
behavior?
to them.
It's part of the reason I ended up moving to Seattle. I knew that there wasn't as much of a risk moving here because I knew I would always have that like that cushion to fall back on.
How much money are you worth?
Oh God. Okay, wait, what do we guess? What do we think? If she's drinking the way that she has responded, it's gotta be, I would say at least 10 million. She got the pity rich. Minimum 10 mil. Because here's the thing. She has to have fuck you money, which I would consider to be 10 mil and above, based on the way she's reacted. Not that she's been telling this girl fuck you, But she's being very strange. Look at her. Oh gosh, I'm
This is
so
starting
rich.
off very wrong.
Okay, here we go.
Is it that large of a number?
It's tied up in assets, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not entirely sure of a number. So
Okay.
cheers.
What the hell does that mean? It's tied up in assets and shit? Come on, just tell us. So she's got some big time real estate. Or she owns the Lakers. I don't fucking know. It's big enough she's literally too embarrassed to say. Yeah. Maybe she'll get drunk and she'll say.
Stereotypes of people working for minimum wage, be honest.
Mostly I just think that like people's worlds revolve around work.
I would say for me,
What does that mean? Wait, stereotypes of people working for minimum wage? Worlds revolve around work. Yeah, you have to work paycheck to paycheck because you're making minimum wage. I don't understand. Yes, it's true. It's not a stereotype. That's a true fact. Your world revolves around work because you have to work the most amount of hours you can to literally pay rent and pay your bills and get by.
I don't make a lot of money, but I definitely still prioritize my free time. Like, I'm happy every day, you know what I mean? But it would be nicer to have a lot more money.
Mostly that it's high school kids. That was the biggest stereotype that I was shocked by when I actually started working minimum wage jobs.
That it's not just high school kids?
Yeah, that it's actually people just making ends meet.
Oh man, yeah. Damn. Poverty tourism. Oh boy. She's got to have a lot of money to LARP into a minimum wage job for fun. Yeah. And listen, she's being honest. The fact that she said, I couldn't believe it wasn't just high school kids working these jobs, making this amount of pay. How do you not know that? She's a voter. Yeah, for real.
You said you grew up wealthy, but you work minimum wage.
Yeah.
Has something happened?
A lot of things happened. Immigrating to the United States through mainline channels is extremely expensive.
Yes. My family has immigrated here illegally, so it's like a different side that I'd never thought of before.
Yeah. If you don't mind me asking, from where?
Mexico.
Oh, cool. I'm from Venezuela.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I know.
Yo, that's that socialism money, okay? You know what? I'm fucking sick and tired of these rich, out of touch socialists. Yeah, we're talking oil money versus family who works on an oil rig.
No, I look like a white lady.
I do too. Don't worry.
Do you hate the rich?
The issue comes into play when it's nepotism and when I feel like it's given to them and it's bought. So don't eat the rich, but just nibble them a little bit.
Nibble.
No. Eat their asses up.
Have a little bit.
So fair, yeah.
Comments are saying the Venezuelan lady is deaf corruption money since she won't see an amount and had to flee Venezuela. That wouldn't be too shocking. It's very funny that she's doing this video and giving off those vibes that money is not legally obtained. I mean, granted, no extremely wealthy person has legally obtained their money, but, or at least, morally obtained their money.
Have you ever gone without a meal because you couldn't afford it?
No. As you can tell, I'm a chunky bitch. You can make a pretty good meal out of dollar store stuff.
Resourceful.
Yeah.
She's funny.
I grew up with like a single mom and like a bunch of siblings, and we'd have no money, so we'd be sleeping in our car or we'd be in houses with like no water, no electricity. I remember there was a time where we had to like take empty jugs of water to like the park to like fill them. Yeah, it was so embarrassing.
I don't think it's something to be embarrassed about. It's just like that is like the reality, unfortunately,
Yeah.
for a lot of people. And I don't know, glad you made it through.
My friends used to make fun of me in college because my room always smelled like ramen. Like, I always ate ramen. And first of all, that's because ramen is good. And second of all, that's because ramen costs a nickel. Okay, I was in college. And then one time my roommate, because I ate so much ramen, she was like, yo, by the way, my aunt got sodium poisoning because she ate too much ramen when she was in college and ended up in the hospital. And then it scared the shit out of me because I definitely ate enough ramen to get sodium poisoning. Ramen is I will still eat ramen. I love ramen. I throw an egg in
So
there.
where does your family's wealth come from?
So my parents both grew up in Brazil, not well off at all.
I don't understand. Is everyone in this video from South America or Latin America?
My dad always knew that he wanted to leave Brazil. He's like, dream the US. And he is like so smart. It's crazy. And he just worked really hard, went to school, paid for himself, got a job. He's an engineer, So that's what brought us over here to the US. He works for Microsoft now, so that's why he's here.
Where does your family's wealth come from?
On my father's side, it was generational. His whole family was very wealthy and they were involved in government back home. Generational wealth, you know.
Okay. Generational government had to move Venezuela. Will not say how wealthy she is. Confirmed.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Okay, what stereotypes do you have of people with trust funds, and do I fit those stereotypes?
You know what? No, you don't fit them. My stereotype would probably be like snobby or kind of like off, you know, just kind of like rude. Like, you have money, your parents raise you right. I think that's what parents should do. They should set up their kids to have a stable life. You broke that stereotype, so thank you.
I wouldn't think of someone like her as a trust fund kid like I would the kid who got $30 million from his grandpa. Her parent, you know, her dad's an engineer, does well, works for Microsoft. Like, engineers ain't that rich, right? Yeah, she probably grew up upper middle class. Always food on the table, heat, air conditioning, cars that worked, the occasional vacation, maybe private school. I don't know.
People with trust funds is like they don't have a desire to really like work or do anything, you know, productive with their lives. But
Yeah.
do you have like, I guess, like career goals or just,
I was working. I actually quit my job on Friday.
oh, what was your job?
I worked in advertising, and I quit it partially because of the trust, because I was like, I'm not going to end up homeless.
That's kind of also like a stereotype, is like being able to quit your job like that, because I could
Absolutely.
never. I could
know.
never.
I know.
I'm not gonna end up homeless.
When have you felt most guilty for having money?
A lot, all the time. Yeah.
She's like, yes, when I look at the history books and I see how many Venezuelans were killed. I think some people call it blood money.
I just feel guilty about
All the
not
dead people,
being
all the blood.
more conscious about what it meant to have that. In what ways are you responsible for your financial situation?
I feel like I have a lot because I've had mental health problems, and it's taken me a lot to go through.
Oh.
Working regular jobs,
Girl.
like at the grocery store, like I did, fucking made me want to kill myself. I've gotten to a point now where I'm like, I'm actually
Yeah, but that's not on you. The blame of poor gal.
doing something that makes me happy. It might be paying me significantly less, but the mental clarity that I have overrides any need for more money. I think I need to take another shot.
Yeah.
Girl on the left is like, my family murdered people. Anyway, shot? You wanted to kill yourself? We literally killed people.
I got you, girl. I got you, girl. We're here. We're right here. Cheers.
Cheers
To mental health.
to mental health.
What are your biggest struggles in life?
I don't really know what I wanna do, really. My struggle is often like, how do I actually make myself happy beyond just like my basic needs being met? What are your biggest struggles right now?
Definitely money.
What are
The girl opposite of her is just so to the point. She's like, yeah, I couldn't quit my job. Yeah, my struggle is money.
your biggest struggles in life?
My mental health is probably the biggest struggle.
What's your trauma?
So
where do I
growing up in
begin?
wealth meant that my family was
Starting
under a
in
lot of
the
risk of
1800s.
danger back home. Kidnapping. I had to have a guard with me at all times, and then slowly I would realize that other people around me that I didn't know were also my guards, but they were everywhere. I struggled a lot to get a sense of
Danger
like
back
safety in the world.
Yeah.
What would be another reason you would be at risk besides being the daughter of a wealthy family?
How are we more similar than you expected?
I don't know. To me, you seem like a normal, like humbled person, like broad perspective. I feel like that's like all I could ever ask for from anyone.
Yeah.
No, we're similar in the sense that we just both love being in our 20s. We're both like having fun.
You have like such an amazing personality. It was like so fun. I was really nervous.
I was
like,
nervous
excited
too.
and nervous.
I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna spit on me and be like, oh my god, I'm sorry.
Never.
I'm like,
You're
I love Bill Gates
poor.
and everything.
I was expecting like someone completely out of touch with reality.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm surprised. We are a lot more similar.
I love that.
How was this experience, you two?
I mean, I fully expected someone completely out of touch with reality because, of course,
Look at the way that she perks up when the girl says, yeah, I thought someone would be out of touch with reality. She's like, I fit in. No, you don't. No. I will be the one to say, you are not in touch with reality. Okay?
Of course, me feeding off of what society has told me, like, you wouldn't know a struggle at all. But yes, you do, because you're human.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, we know that no amount of money can make life perfect. More money, more problems. Money doesn't buy happiness. You know, we hear all these adages, okay? People with plenty of money, plenty of success who still struggle with demons. But money does make life easier in that it takes burdens off you that can contribute or lead to mental health problems. When you've got enough money that you don't have to worry about hospital bills putting you in debt. You don't have to worry about working in jobs that you absolutely fucking hate, that are terrible for your mental health, but you have to do it because you got to pay your bills. Money provides things that help to give us more comfort in life and to alleviate the stresses that life can put on us. Let me tell you the difference, okay? People who have money versus people who don't have money. When there's a problem, people who have money look at it as you throw money at the problem. We'll just pay for that. Oh, we'll just take care of that. Oh, we don't have to worry about that because we'll just pay the extra fee. Oh, it's fine. Like, don't stress out about it. That's something that I've noticed. Because life is inherently unfair and inherently random, life is so random that there are people, many people, who have to spend every day of their lives worrying about these things and not receiving the help that they deserve, that they have a right to from something like their government. And then there are others who are simply just lucky that they are not in those positions, that they don't have to spend every day wondering, how am I going to keep a roof over my head? How am I going to afford food? How am I going to, my car is broken. I can't get to work. If I can't get to work, then I can't make money. If I don't make money, then I can't pay my rent. It is our responsibility as human beings living in a country like the United States of America, the richest country in the world, the greatest country in the world, to take care of every single person who lives here. Everybody deserves housing, everyone deserves food, everyone deserves healthcare. And that's my take.